Then came the Thursday morning that changed everything. It started like any other high-pressure Thursday, but by 8:45 a.m., the atmosphere in Whitmore Global's top-floor conference room was unlike anything Danielle had ever experienced. Phones rang non-stop. Assistants darted in and out with updates. The entire risk analytics division was on edge. A top client, one worth $200 million in annual business, had been blindsided by sudden market losses overnight. Panic was spreading fast. If Whitmore Global couldn't produce a full, accurate risk model within 2 hours, the client would walk. Charles Whitmore stood at the head of the table, hands gripping the edge like the wood itself could steady him. "Give me the top people on this," he barked. His voice was clipped, each syllable sharp enough to cut paper. A junior analyst cleared his throat and spoke up cautiously. Danielle could. Whitmore didn't let him finish. "This is high-stakes finance, not a school project." The dismissal was so swift, so absolute, that the room moved on before Danielle could even react. She sat in the corner, silent, her laptop closed. To anyone watching, she looked disengaged, maybe even intimidated. But inside, her mind was already running the numbers. She'd been tracking the client's portfolio for weeks, running her own independent models for practice. And she knew exactly where the problems were, and how to fix them. But the top people, the ones Whitmore trusted implicitly, were fumbling. 10 minutes passed. 15. The models they produced were full of holes, outdated assumptions, and incomplete data sets. A senior partner muttered under his breath, "This is a disaster." Danielle's eyes moved to the clock. 90 minutes left. The first time she'd been underestimated in a room like this, she'd stayed quiet. The second time she'd spoken up and been ignored. The third time her idea had been stolen. This time she decided there would be no fourth. She slid her laptop out of her bag, the movement so quiet it didn't draw attention. Her fingers began to fly across the keys. Equations, asset reallocations, volatility simulations, all flowing from memory honed over years of practice and study. The rhythm was almost musical, a steady tap-tap-tap as formulas built on formulas. Across the table, Lydia noticed and raised an eyebrow. "Working on your resume already?" she said with a smirk. A few people chuckled. Danielle didn't look up. She was already halfway through. 40 minutes in, she'd run the most comprehensive model Whitmore Global had ever seen on this client's portfolio. 35 minutes after that, she'd refined it further, cutting projected losses by more than 15% while preserving long-term growth potential. She didn't ask for permission. She didn't copy the entire room. She sent the file directly to the client's lead contact with a concise note. "Urgent, Danielle Carter, risk analysis. Please review immediately." It took less than 5 minutes for the reply to come. The client's voice crackled over the speakerphone.